the mind. So as often as, welcome, how you doing? As often as you can, you want to quiet your mind. That's going to help you release some stuff, release some stress that's in the mind, and make room for creativity to flow in. Whatever it is that you may have been thinking about that you want to do, a new goal, a new house, a new car, a new business, whatever, it'll make room for that creativity to flood into your mind. So breathing is really, really super duper important. We don't have a whole bunch of time today, so I want to touch on as many products as I can this first session, and there is a part 2 where I'm going to bring a whole bunch of other stuff, and we're going to make something else as well. Okay, but if you have questions as they come up, you're welcome to raise your hand. You're welcome to take notes, and I'm going to give you the information because I just released my new recipe book that's available online that has all these recipes in it of natural stuff that you can purchase at your leisure, and then you can make all these goodies at home. So I'll share that with you too. Capiche? Capiche? I would start with yogurt. Yogurt is good to eat, I guess, if you eat dairy. I heard it has acidophilus in it, so it restores bacteria, the good bacteria that we need to help us break the food down and things. But in addition to that, yogurt is an excellent facial cleanser. This is what I use if I run out of my other little cleanser, or if my skin is just going through a real dry spell. I really am big on yogurt in the winter time because the winter changes, you know, the climate, our environment has an effect on our skin, of course. You know, everyone's nice and glowy and dewy right now because we've got all this great moisture, which is why I love Georgia. I'm from California, so it's drier there. So we don't get to be all dewy and stuff. It's a lot drier. I have to use facial mist to get this look that I get from just walking to the car here. So that's good. It's beneficial to have that, you know. And all you are women of color. People of color generally have more sebaceous glands or oil ducts than other people, which is why we age a lot more gracefully than some people that don't have as much sebaceous glands and things like that. So I hear a lot of women that complain about, oh, my skin is oily, I hate it, I hate it. You're going to love that oily skin once you hit menopause. And your body is not producing as much collagen and moisture as it normally is producing. You're going to be the one like, oh my God, girl, are you 40? And she's like, no, I just turned 65. And it's like, get out of here. You look 40 all day. That's the, you know, you hear the black don't frag, dark and very sweet as you. That's all referring to the benefits of us having the melanin so that we are creating, we have more sebaceous glands, we can stay in the sun longer, and melanin is a whole other workshop. But yogurt is really good as a facial cleanser. Now this is blueberry yogurt. It doesn't matter. It can have something in it. This is all I saw. I didn't see any plain yogurt. I prefer plain yogurt. But if they don't have any plain yogurt, I use blueberry just because it's an antioxidant. It's a natural antioxidant that they have in it. But this is going to be really good. You just take a little bit in your hand, store it in the refrigerator, or take it and dump it inside of a glass container so you can store it in the refrigerator. You just take a little bit on your fingers and do small circular motions around your face like you do with any other cleanser. And then you rinse your face off. It's going to leave the skin soft. It has lactic acid in it, so it's going to be exfoliating the skin. And exfoliating, for those that don't know, is removing the dead skin cells. Like with this scrub we're going to use today. You rub it on, it's kind of rough, we rinse it off, your skin's going to feel soft, brand new, like a baby. Okay, so that's what exfoliating does. So this does that for you naturally, every single day, 89 cents. You can get it from the grocery store. Yogurt is also good for women that have recurring bacterial vaginosis problems. This is a big problem for a lot of people. They'll take the medication, and then it might cure it for a little bit, and then they turn around and get a yeast infection right behind it, and then they need to be eating the yogurt to restore the flora and all that good stuff that's back in there. But you can take this and soak a tampon or something in it, not something, a tampon in it, and insert that, and overnight, just keep it in overnight. And it restores the good bacteria. I see your face, you're so cute. I know it's he's invisible, so don't mind him.
Don't mind me.
So it's important.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
And this is but it could be someone that you know.
Don't worry.
BV is a recurrent thing that happens in
don't
a lot
feel
of
embarrassed, you know?
It's very, very high probability of that going on. So it's a touchy subject. It's kind of embarrassing, but I have to put the information out there. You know, you can take it home yourself. You can give it to your daughter. All sorts of people have those problems and they're running and thinking, oh, I'm going to douche it away and that's going to take care of it. No, that's washing away the good bacteria that's there fighting it, and that's going to cause it to come back. So while, yes, it may rinse the odor away for a little while, within 24 hours it'll be right back just as ferocious, if not more ferocious, as it was before it left. So this is excellent. I've prescribed it to many, many women and have gotten good feedback from it. Just regular old yogurt. I do recommend the plain yogurt, but again, if you don't have plain, any yogurt is going to do, and it works. Any questions?
When you just wash it out front, please.
Are we talking about the face? Yeah. Yeah. After you do your small circle, you rinse it off. You should be cleansing twice a day, in the morning and in the afternoon. If you have to pick one, I prefer you to cleanse in the evening as opposed to the morning, because we've been out in the streets touching stuff, taking in all sorts of stuff from the community, touching your baby, the kitchen, your face, your dog, all that. It's just transferring bacteria to your face, transferring dirt and all those things. So twice a day is best, and if you have to pick, because you're only in one day per washer, then do it in the evening time, okay? Honey. Honey is excellent for a whole bunch of things. Not only does it taste good, it's sweet, it's good for you. It's sticky. So I said sticky? Oh yeah, that's good too. You can use honey as a facial mask. Excellent facial mask for people that have a drier skin, or my mature customers who are not producing as much collagen, or some people just naturally have a drier skin. I do. I might look dewy today, but in the winter it's a whole other thing going on. I have to really work at replenishing the moisture into my skin. So you can take honey by itself and put it on your face, or if your skin's a little drier, you can take honey and mix about a tablespoon of olive oil with it, which is very rich in vitamin E, very moisturizing for the skin, and just put that on your face.
That's for dry skin.
Yeah, anybody actually, but especially for dry skin.
Half a tablespoon.
About a tablespoon of olive oil to about 2 tablespoons of honey. Works really good. Honey works as a natural humectant, which means it's going to help moisture stick to the skin. So that olive oil that you mix inside of the scrub, once you put that on your face, the honey is like sealing it into the skin, so your skin will absorb all of the moisture. It's also a natural skin brightener. So if you have dull skin, you notice like, oh, I look a little dull, you can do a nice facial scrub for yourself and then do a honey mask and instant get back. Look like you went and had a $150 facial. And you did it right in the bathroom with some salt or sugar and honey and olive oil. Okay, works really well for that. In addition to that, you can make really nice hair conditioners, because it's still really good for the hair, for brightening up the hair as well. You can mix mayonnaise with honey. You all know about the mayonnaise moisturizer. Did anybody do that? As a kid, that's what my mother used to use in our head. Was just regular old mayonnaise. She wasn't even adding any oils to it to make it smell good or nothing. Just stinking mayonnaise. Probably why I don't like it today. That's something else. But you can take some mayonnaise, half a cup of mayonnaise, put about 2 tablespoons of honey in it, mix it together. Put that in your hair. It's really great for dry, brittle hair, to help soften the hair and rinse it out afterwards, okay, to get rid of the sticky thing.
How much honey?
How much honey? 2 tablespoons. You don't want it to be too sticky. Not too sticky. The male is going to be real creamy, and we're going to add the cream to the hair. And then the honey is just going to help it stick more, basically. The last thing I really like to use honey for, you can also add it to your scrubs, just to have the skin brightening effect. Or you can make like a little facial moisturizer with honey. And that's basically honey, like 2 tablespoons, and these recipes are in the book. So about 2 tablespoons of honey to about a cup of distilled water. So whenever you're making like a mist or anything like that, you want to use distilled water, okay, that you can buy. Try not to use that tap water, because it's got all kinds of crap in it that's really making your skin worse, drying it out. We have real hard water here in Georgia. So whatever you can do to counter that or soften your skin afterwards, you really want to do, because the water itself will just turn you into just an ash ball. Okay. So for the moisturizer, I like to mix honey, distilled water, tea tree oil, and olive oil. And I put it in a little spray bottle, Especially this is great for the summer months too, because it's not as heavy. A lot of people don't like a real thick, heavy moisturizer during the summer. You just spray this on your face. It feels good, it's light, it's cool, and rub it in. You want to put just really, not even a tablespoon of honey, a teaspoon of honey so it's not too sticky. Okay? And you just shake it up and